Came up and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Came up and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Yeah. Funky, not important, that's unimportant. I'm just wanting her, and she just wanna let my money on my money. That came up, and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up. Tomorrow, it might be some money, it might be all okay. I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting dough. I'll bet with your. Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park, spallin'. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I rarely worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, money long. To think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong. Came up and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Came up and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Manning now on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Freeman again. Touchdown, Giants. Devontae Freeman, 52 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mariota now to throw on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A solid gain of 15 yards and the stick smooth. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Ravens a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way. See it now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run with Procise. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Play clock winding down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And the slot man goes in motion left. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Reed, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes. First and 10. Here's Manning. Left side caught by Matthews. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Second down now after the pass completion. They run. Devontae Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Manning on the bootleg. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Giants. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Play action. Now Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And the wideout in motion. They'll go for it. It's Manning. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Snap comes at 1. Manning. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. 7 yards to go on second down. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Now Manning again. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They hand off to their big tight end. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Charles Clay taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
In motion right comes Matthews. A first down throw for Mariota. Surveying the field. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Suckup will put this one right through. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with a Giant. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Anthony Barr from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Mariota. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Shift together here from the D-line. Mariota now on second down. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And he is down deep into Giant territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jordan Matthews from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Snap comes at one. Manning. And Jones has it over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones. 64 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was...
And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. And he motions the wide receiver. Second down, Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Procise. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. From the gun, Mariota. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the wideout in motion. Third and short yardage, Mariota. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
The play clock's running down. Mariota on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, But what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back to our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And he motions the wide receiver. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Back to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jordan Matthews are what he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run here with Freeman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves present.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time. And 4th down coming up.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it's caught by Parker. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One last shot now for Mariota. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
Palmer's going to keep it on the sneak. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Well, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devontae Parker from 10 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And his throw is incomplete. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
Regular. Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
Now Palmer on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Regular. Here we go. 18.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. Let's go. Blue 90. Mirror.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. On third down, Procise. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Mariota on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Moore, the man in motion. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer throwing right, and that's complete. It's a big-time play there on 4th and 10. 42 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
A first down carry for Henry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll try to run for it with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Get ready. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought in. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down.
Get ready. Wide 18. Deep. Right now. Blue 95.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The big back, Derrick Henry, held out of the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Out of his end zone, Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flush to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Shazier. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mariota now on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Second down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terry Williams, 47 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go. Wide, 18.
On second down, Palmer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Get ready. Team. Regular. Mirror.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Palmer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Get ready. Wide, 19.
Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Let's go. Mirror.
And the back goes into motion. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, here's Palmer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A second down carry for Procise. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Ryan Shazier in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're going to speed things up here. And the wideout in motion. Mariota now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Play clock winding down. To throw is Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. Muscles him off. And this one goes nowhere. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Moore, the man in motion. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a desperate. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jared Cook, 73 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock? As you noted, so many things to go through.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Throwing here, Mariota. He'll dump it off to Procise. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll send Parker in motion right. Now Mariota. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Mariota. Finding time. Now he steps away. He can run for it, and he will. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try the right side with Prosise. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charlie. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Mariota now to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now Mariota, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his first look is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tavon Austin from 8 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And he motions the wide receiver. They just get the play off. Now Mariota steps away to his left. Caught left side, Williams. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll send Parker in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Mariota got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Parker, 45 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Latavius Murray, 75 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll rifle this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence Williams, 75 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now a first down throw for Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So the D-line's going to spread out. 2nd and 10, Newton again. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 32 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be good for a Denver first down.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for a loss of 5. On third down, Mariota looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. It's a 4-receiver look, all to the left side. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Green with a catch left side. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Here's Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. That is caught inside the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Baltimore after this. Newton, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Throwing throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. And quickly, they get to the line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it'll work for big yardage.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid combination defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the line.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I'm touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing. If you want to relate, I'm just trying to relate. 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 Presence, now. Presence. Come out. Come out. Come It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and rappers rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically right, and vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the spectre, you should respect them. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing.